the name of my ancestors, peace forever and ever and always. I am the Angelsnupnup7 on YouTube, and welcome once again to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth. I am your host, your brother, and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. As many of you know, I am a former believer in Jesus Christ. I am also a former believer in Islam as taught by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, a man of whom I consider my spiritual father. I may not follow in his footsteps, but clearly, without his influence, I would not be before you today. All praises are due to Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. With that said, with my belief in both Christianity and Islam, I was taught history. And I embrace the stories that were told in the Bible as well as the Holy Quran. And you know, having a belief in something that can perhaps help us, give us hope, encourage us to do better, that's great. But we really need to take things and place them into their proper place or category. I didn't notice when I was a believer in Christianity and a believer in Islam, while researching or teaching the histories, I never noticed or paid attention that there was a different history as far as what is told in the Bible and Quran than that in actual school. Why is that? Something is wrong. Because, see, history is history. I recently talked to students who are taking courses in history in universities and college. And I asked them, I said, in college, in these universities that y'all attend, I explained to them about Noah and Lot and King Solomon and all these different stories that we are told, and Prophet Muhammad. I asked them, what are they taught about Prophet Muhammad and Jesus in history class? And they say they are not taught about Jesus or Muhammad as part of history at all. What? Why is that? Why aren't you taught about Jesus or Muhammad in a university or college, how can you deny these two great figures that have influenced millions and millions of people for generations? Why aren't they in the curriculum of history in college and university? It is because what is found in the Bible and Quran is not factual. It is not factual history. It is story. That's why the Bible, they always tell us about the Bible. They said this is a book with the greatest stories ever told. It is not historically accurate. I know y'all don't want to hear it, but the history found in the Bible and Quran is not, it's stories. There are places that mention actual events that we can find. See, real history can be verified by other sources than just a Bible or Quran. Spider-Man is a fictional character. Spider-Man was upset because of 9/11. 9/11 was an actual event in history. You will find 9/11 in the history of Somalia. Somalian history will say, in America, this country called America, they were attacked by terrorists. You might find a reference to 9/11 attacks all over the world. Because the event of 9/11 was factual. It's history. It happened. Plus, of course, we have living people that can verify such. But even if we didn't, somewhere all over the world, you can find reference to 9/11. If there was a King Solomon and there was a prophet called Noah and Lot and all these things that happened in Bible and Quran, if these things actually occurred, then you should be able to go outside of the Bible and Quran and verify these incidents. But you see, brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. Again, 9/11 is real, but Spider-Man is not. Prior to movies, prior to television shows, prior to all our different forms of entertainment, our different modes of forms of media, don't you know ancient people, they like fictional characters too? Is it a possibility that Jesus or even Prophet Muhammad, could they be the Superman of the ancient world? What would happen if we disappeared and another life force found the writings of Superman, a planet called Krypton, and all these different things? How would the new life form know that Superman never existed? He was a fictional character. How do we know that Jesus and Muhammad and Lot and Noah and all these characters that we believe in, not to say that what these stories offer is not good for us and we can't learn from it. You can learn from Superman because Superman teaches us to obey the law and be a good citizen. What is wrong with that? Spider-Man was a good citizen. Matter of fact, they tried to help. Well, they were vigilantes. They took the law in their own hands. But we want to fight against evil. Spider-Man fights against evil. Superman fights against evil and bad guys. There's nothing wrong with that. But they are fictional characters. Could it be a possibility that Jesus never existed? That Muhammad never existed? They are fictional characters put in a book to inspire and be the hero of their day. Something to aspire to. Just like many of us admire the crime fighting of Batman or Superman, fictional characters, the superheroes of our day, the ancient people had superheroes. Is that a possibility? And if that's a possibility, why don't y'all think about those things? Because there is no factual, historical evidence to support their existence. Think about it. And when you think that somebody that worshiped Superman or Batman, wouldn't you think that they were silly? Time is out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Jot down your comments. This was and is the Reality's Temple on Earth. Just wanted to put that out there.